Now with lambing going on and all the rest of the work, the lawn has been a bit neglected and we haven't got the lawns cut. But I've done it twice today. I had to cut it and just blow it out and then cut it and lift it, and it's only about half the height, or twice the height it should be. But anyway, that'll do it for a run. I'm going to bring the old tractor in and push these branches that have fallen down here over to the far side at the brick wall there, and we'll burn those up when we get a chance. And it's a beautiful view of the mountains from this garden here if you were just able to sit and enjoy it. So there's the Mourne Mountains down the back. It really is lovely. They're blue tonight, so they are. Now those two hills you see behind the trees that have been ploughed or put into something there, that's the Pole Hill on the left. I'm not sure what to call the other hill, and then that's Ecklandville House up there, and those are Fergal's Fields. I should nearly be able to see the sunflowers when they come up there. So that's from Glastry to Ruban along there, Ecklandville down to the Mournes. Now this old tree here blew down about a year ago, or more than that, and I haven't got it cut up yet. So lovely pattern in the timber with that old fungi growing on it there. If you were turning timber down, it would be beautiful, but it's maybe a wee bit soft, that. It'll probably get harder as it goes down. Now Barbara called me there and said, "Ivan, can you come in? There's a bat in the sink upstairs." So there he is, or she is, I'm not sure. Lovely wee animal. Now, where do you see the wings? Is that not amazing altogether? It's warming up a little and starting to move. You alright, little bat? Now our old house here, around the trees and that, if you leave the top window open on the top story, you get crows, jackdaws, bats, butterflies, everything comes in, birds, and then they come down through the whole house, all the rooms if you've left the door open. Now this year we had a lot of storms and a lot of damage with Oran, or Owen, was it Oran I think. And this shed roof just lifted off the whole thing, but it's been replaced now, and this is our kind of plastic type roof light, but we've done the whole roof in this case, and it's a nice job for the cows inside. What do you see? Now this is cow comfort here, and there's our clear span roof. It's just like being in the Bahamas. Isn't that right, girl? It's just like the Bahamas, she says. So every hoof and tail is out of the house. All the sheep are lambed. The ewe lambs that were up in the house, about 40 of them, they were out in this field here, and they've moved down to the next field that the sheep have already grazed to eat it down. But we had a bit of a disaster this week. Last week, should I say, from last Thursday. The ewe lambs that were out in this field here, there was one went down with what I thought was, I didn't know what it was, but anyway, she was running away to the side, an ear down, and I hadn't twigged it on because the whole lot of the ewe lambs were lined up right along this fence here, keeping out of the sun, and they never moved as I walked up by in the evening time when I was doing a bottle feeding the lambs down around the field. But the next morning when I was walking up, they were all lined up the same, and of course they tore off away from me, but one didn't get up. So I thought, why did that not run away with the rest? So that was the reason she was ill. And it's like calcium deficiency, only it's kind of a brain damage thing, like meningitis in humans, I suppose you could say. So unfortunately we lost one of those little ewe lambs, this age of a girl here, and that was a bit of a, could have cried, let me tell you. We worked with her and injected, and she looked to me like she was recovering, and I had in my mind that she was getting better because she was able to sit up and everything, and her ears were not down anymore, and we went out just at lunchtime to check again, and she was gone. So, and then the next morning there was another one with the ear way down like this here on one side and running away to the side. So I had to start in a regime of injecting that too. And that evening, yet another one, and there's 40 in this batch here, and I was panicking in case they all took baths. But that's last week now, and we've had no more since. The disease that they got was called listeriosis. Now, normally you get it either, they can get it in the soil, it's soil-based in the soil structure, and when they're eating, especially if they're grazing short grass, and eating the soil, they can pick that up. So I can't see, we didn't have any lately disturbed soil or anything. That's more likely where you get it. And they were out a week ago, and they weren't eating silage, they were eating grass. So it's very hard, it's one of those things with sheep, you just look and wonder, what did I do wrong? Or could I have done anything better? But just, that's the way it went. So it was a kind of a dramatic weekend for us last weekend there, and it's not very nice when you lose anything after all your work and up at 2 in the morning looking after stuff and all that sort of thing. So very unfortunate, but all the rest of these wee girls seem to be okay. Isn't that right, Grady? Isn't that right? So everybody seems to be good. So we're ending on a positive note anyway. That seems to be on the way, and I've never experienced that before in all the years I've had sheep, and we're very particular. If there's any mould on your silage, we peel it off and dump it, and every bale is wheelbarrowed, as you know what we're doing. So I don't know where it was. It's one of those things you think, how on earth did that ever happen? But there you are, lovely sunny day, sowing that wee bit of fertiliser out there, and a photograph or two down of the moorns way in the distance. Beautiful. It's one of those good to be alive days when things get back onto an even keel again. Now, this is our 2 rams. They're retired at the moment. John Joe, where are you? Look at that for a queer nice coat on him. He just loves a wee bit of a scratch, this man, so he does. There's a great fleece on them at the minute. Come on, birdie, do I see you? So this here is a Belclare ram. So he is. And this was his first season. He's looking for a wee bit of meal, so I have to be careful I don't get a headbutt here because I haven't got any meal with me. Birdie, come on to see you. Come on. So Birdie is a Cheviot ram, and that's what our flock lambs are out of, these 2 rams this year. Now that Cheviot's quiet, but he's just not coming over. He says there's no meal and I'm not going to bother coming over. So the next thing we'll know, it'll be shearing time for the sheep and rams. So, well, there's Bertie. Look at that for a fleece Bertie is on him. He's got like a polo neck on him there. That right, Bertie? Are you coming for a bit of a scratch? See the difference in the legs, the heavier legs in the Cheviot and the finer legs in this. This wee ram, he doesn't look too solid, but he's very heavy and he throws nice lambs, solid wee lambs. And this is Bertie's first year with a Cheviot ram for us. So he's a stocky boy. Okay, boys. Excuse me.
Poor grey crows sitting on the wall. Poor grey crows sitting on the wall. Poor grey crows sitting on the wall on the cold and frosty morning.
Now the little crows have hatched already. There's four in this nest or 3. Just can't quite make it out. I put the drone up there just because I could hear the squeaking of them there this last day or 2. So some of the nests are still just eggs in them, but there's 3 or 4 that have hatched and they're out squawking and making a noise.
Oh, poor grey crows sitting on the wall. Poor grey crows sitting on the wall. Poor grey crows sitting on the wall, the cold and frosty morning.
Now, just a wee resume of this week, as you've seen what's going on. And in the locality here, I'm doing a local story. It's on Ballycran Chapel, which is just across. It's only a lot of fields away. You can see the spire plainly from here, but the trees are blocking your vision. So we're at Ballycran Chapel. We're doing just a little smidgen of history on it, and the old schoolhouse, the old primary school house and the school. And pupils that attended that from different generations will be giving their little story of their memories at Ballycran Moor School. Now these are all local celebrities. We'll have a little bit on the Hibernian Hall, or the Hib Hall as it was called, down the Blackstaff Road as well, and some locals who actually lived in it. All celebrities, by the way, so just give a wee heads up round the countryside. This will be coming up in the next week or 2, and we'll try and get as many local folk in it as possible. Toodaloo, that's us for another week.
Now there's nae grey crows sitting on the wall. Nae grey crows sitting on the wall. Nae grey crows sitting on the wall, the cold and frosty morning. Here lads, get off my land!